That's explaining the story of the game, so we don't really need that.
No, we're not going to get it either way.
No, big time. It's such a long story that we're not gonna pay attention to a single fucking word of. So there's really no benefit in doing it chronologically. So.
There's no... Well, let's do it chronologically anyway, but let's just accept right from the beginning that we won't understand.
I mean, in all fairness, I can be your guide because I've done these games a bunch of times. So if there's anything you're hazy on, I will do my best. If it wasn't obvious, we're going to play Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. You've never played this before, right?
I've never played this before. I've never played... This is the game that everyone's always recommended, and it's the one I haven't played.
Have you seen the intro before? Have you heard? Do you know the intro?
I roughly have some hazy details on the story that I probably don't remember any of. I don't think I've watched the intro.
Let's watch.
I don't think I have watched the intro actually. No, I do know that there's Boss. Is it cool? Is it a character called Boss? Not
the
Big Boss, but the Boss.
Yeah. Just for clarity's sake, we're playing this on the HD collection on Xbox 360, in case anyone's wondering, which they're not, so you're welcome. You're welcome, Internet.
So this was what? What year was this? This must have been like 2000,
yeah, around then, 2004, 2005, 2006 maybe? So this is the intro.
10 years.
That's my volume thing there on my TV.
10 years ago.
I actually believe this game was made in 1964.
Yeah.
It's a current events game.
So while we're watching the intro, I guess we've got some good news, haven't we? We've got our first subscriber.
Yes, we have a subscriber, and I suspect I know who she is, or he.
This is this just goes to show just how dedicated we are to this, because I went out to play Crazy Golf and for a meal last night with our first subscriber.
So so there we go. See, so subscribe and like all our videos, and Carl will bankroll a meal and Crazy Golf. Well, okay.
I didn't pay for it.
So this is Carl and Allan play video games. So I guess maybe you can look forward to a new channel from Carl called Carl and Who the Fuck Ever plays Crazy Golf and doesn't invite Allan. What the hell is that? It's cold, bruh.
Yeah,
I was watching. Oh man, I don't want to take this. I was gonna say, what was I doing last night? I don't want to retread Metroid, but I bought the Walking Dead box set. So last night we were watching The Walking Dead. So
right.
So let's not talk about The Walking Dead all fucking afternoon. Not for honor. Yes, I fucking love this game.
I can see this is going to be a theme of things to come as well.
What, me gushing about how much I love it?
No. Well, yeah, that, but also long movie sequences. Actually, this reminds me of James Bond right now.
Yeah, totally. So it's like a 60s spy thriller vibe. That's kind of
that's cool.
What the game is going for. As you can see by Snake manning this anti-aircraft weapon, much like James Bond always does.
Oh, you know, they had the Pierce Brosnan years, I'm sure he did.
That's true. In fact, one of the characters in this game loves James Bond, like one of the codec.
Really?
Like I guess this was like the last Metal Gear Solid game where they had like the traditional codec system where you could just call people and have like random conversations with them. And
yeah.
One of them, yeah, he loves James Bond. Yeah.
About James Bond.
Yeah.
Have you seen much James Bond?
I've seen some. I'm not a fan. James Bond makes me think of a quiet, boring, lazy Sunday afternoon at home that my dad would watch. I don't know, fucking The Spy Who Loved Me or whatever on ITV2 with adverts every 15 minutes. And
yeah, I can see
it's
that.
It's just not my bag. Also, so this is the kind of special version of Metal Gear Solid 3 that comes with Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2, the original ones from like the 80s, on the disc. So we will be revisiting this title screen, but not for a long time because... So this is sort of late September, and Metal Gear Solid 5 came out early September, and it's look, this is the first game that I've played that isn't that in like a month.
Mm.
So hopefully, when we do get to Metal Gear Solid 5, we can do it quicker than like a month
Yeah.
of continuous play, because that's what I've been doing.
Well, from how you've described it, it can't be done in a month.
So let's hit new game.
I like Metal Gear. I'm playing Metal Gear Solid. What's this then?
It's like a difficult. It's fucking Hideo Kojima's oblique difficulty. You can't just be like easy, normal, hard. He's like, here's a guess, see what happens.
Okay.
Shall we just do this one?
Yeah, sure.
Which difficulty do you
European
want to do?
extreme. What
Yeah.
the hell?
Oh, so European gamers are more hardcore than like American or Japanese. So we get our own difficulty level.
I
It
hear that's
sucks,
not true.
but it's so hard.
I hear that's not true. Like Japanese gamers have Japanese games are like usually the most difficult ever, aren't they?
You do have sort of like, I think difficulty. So you get a lot of like bullet hell games, which are like the shooting games where you're like an aircraft or whatever, like a spaceship, and there's fucking bullets all over the screen and stuff. And you have like RPGs which take like hundreds of hours. I'm kind of thinking we should do very easy, because you get a gun called the easy gun.
We want to sail through this, right?
Yeah, we just want to have fun. That's what we're not here to sort of European extreme. European extreme is like game ends when being seen by enemy. So
We're not doing that.
yeah, no.
Although that would be a quick game.
It would, yeah. This would be the shortest. We'd be like, okay, so we did Metal Gear Solid 3.
Spent more time in the title sequence than in the game.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna cry
After the end of World War II, the world
because
was
I
split
miss
into two.
Solid Snake's voice. I miss
the
I miss not
David Hayter. Right?
yeah. I miss not hearing Kiefer Sutherland.
Do
I've
you-
always had this thing. I used to joke with a friend about Kiefer Sutherland's voice and how it sounds stupid, and now I've got to put up with it. In like, they got their fucking peanut butter in my jam. You know what I mean? I've got to listen to his Kiefer Sutherland kind of. He has this kind of weird sort of throaty,
does, yeah.
nasal.
Do you hate it? Do you dislike
No,
it?
I don't hate it, and that's the problem. Is that playing the game, from the tone of the game, the visual and the stylistic tone, I genuinely don't know if David Hayter could have done it justice. But even saying and thinking that makes me sad. You know, I'm a big David Hayter fan. I always have been,
Yeah.
and not just Metal Gear Solid. He's been in a bunch of stuff, and it's always a pleasure to see him or hear him pop up.
Do you feel like his voice performance might be a bit too over the top, like too?
Yes, and that's
Cartoony for
exactly it. And he said the same thing. I saw in an interview somewhere that regarding like the possibility of him playing Solid Snake in a live action film, and he said that the voice is designed for a video game because you have elements that you have to emphasize because you lose like visual quality and stuff compared to like a movie. So you have to kind of make it, especially like say the voice originates from the PS1 game, and
Yeah.
that was very visually limited and stuff. Although it's fucking fantastic how they convey the atmosphere and the tone of that facility in that game with the technology they
With
had.
3 polygons.
With the polygons.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really ahead of its time.
Big time. Big time. It was recently, I don't know what website or whatever. It was a website, so take as much stock in that as you please. But Metal Gear Solid was recently voted the best PS1 game of all time. And I see that. I think the only real competition is
6 minutes to drop off.
maybe like Resident Evil. And even then, like, that's probably nostalgia talking. I'm an old man, so...
By the way, I didn't play any Resident Evil games either.
No, so I hear. I'm looking forward to playing some with you. I'm considering just fucking with you and going from like the first one to the most recent one, and just seeing sort of how different an experience it is.
Oh, that, yeah.
Although, so they did a remake of it on GameCube, and that a year or two ago got released on Xbox Live and sort of HD upscaled and stuff, and on like PlayStation Network and stuff. So, and that's a really fucking pretty game to look at. So we might end up playing that.
So here's what I've learned so far. Big Boss is a dick. That's Big Boss, right?
That's him, yeah.
He's a bit of a dick, isn't he?
He's all we've seen of him is him getting told to put a cigar out, and he's like, no. But like from the size of it, he'd like just lit it, so.
Yeah, so he's waiting.
But then he must have known that it wasn't an opportune time to be lighting a cigar. He could have like stuck it in his pocket and waited until it got to the ground. Although if you're infiltrating and someone sees like
some
smoke or yeah, it's not ideal. He's just showboating now.
Yeah, he is.
They're like, get to the drop point, Snake. And
Is
like,
that a good idea, Snake?
Oh really? Was it? Wow, who knew?
He seems like he doesn't give a fuck, actually. Not Kojima, but
Head of the
Snake.
CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission. Virtual mission? No, the virtuous.
And it's a dipshit as well.
Organized into a unit. Virtuous mission. Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual. No, don't get cocky. This isn't a training arm. Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission? Well, about 2 years ago, certain Soviet
This mission is it's horseshit. They're like, you have to go and free. The Russians stole some of our unicorns, Snake, and they're keeping them because he's dumb. And they're like, have you ever seen the Mr. Bean movie?
Oh man, I saw it when I was a kid.
Right.
He
So
stole some art or something. He
yeah.
ruined some
So
art.
he's sent to America. He works at a museum. And he's sent to America. He's like a security guard at a museum, and he's useless because he's Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
And they have a speech on some painting to give in America, and like a professor has to go to deliver this like art history speech, but they just send him because they just want him out of the way because it's fucking dumb. And they're like, oh, he'll fuck it up, and then he'll get fired for being a dick. That's what this is.
Right.
They're like, Snake, you have to go and rescue these unicorns that the Soviets have.
Unicorns.
The Soviets have stolen them. We need them back.
From a local technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story. So why do you want to defect?
He did sound like a dipshit. Virtual mission.
Afraid.
No, virtuous Snake.
Crisis of conscience. And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the
Went
fence.
over the
Not
fence.
exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was
Went through
also
the fence,
taken
look.
safely to the west.
I'm not sure if this is the I don't know anything about like real world warfare or anything like that. But I'm not sure if you'd be telling your agent all of this. It's like you just got to go in, get the
Yeah.
fucking unicorns and leave. That's all he needs to know.
He got circled off
They're like, here's a guy, he's got a fucking monocle and a little moustache. Bring him back. Bring him here. He's the one guy in that area that isn't a soldier and looks like this. Bring him home. That's yeah. It's true. Like the soldiers don't need to know the politics behind the situation.
Nor should they, right? Because
Yeah.
they might make decisions on that basis.
Yeah,
You know,
totally.
No, we just want you to be a drone.
Yeah.
President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba.
Although I've learnt so much about real world history from these games, so
How
The
do you
other
know what's
day-
real and what isn't?
Google and Wikipedia usually found through Google. Oh no, like so there's a whole bunch of stuff in Metal Gear Solid 5 about Navajo people and the way they were treated throughout sort of recent history, like in the last 100 years, like this sort of post World War II stuff.
Yeah.
And it was the first I'd ever heard of any of it, so I looked it up and I was like, wow, this is horrible. And I'm pretty sure I felt my first ever instance of what they call white guilt from reading about these horrible, getting these like Navajo people to mine uranium on their own land, but not telling them that it's like that it's like a radioactive material.
Yeah.
And these are like, they're dirt poor people. They're being paid below minimum wage. So they're like taking rocks from the mines to like build their houses for like their families and all this.
Man.
Yeah, you know, it's like all of this stuff is really fucked up. Plus their land was getting irradiated from nuclear tests in the desert. Like the fallout was blowing in their direction. So they were just being irradiated like left, right and centre. Yeah, you know, I was like, holy fuck, it's an eye opener.
There you go. Metal Gear Solid 5 with free white guilt.
Exactly, with free white guilt. And
How
all
did you not
do
know
is-
that? That's written on the cover.
Free white guilt edition. Feel bad about the things a nationality you don't even fucking belong to did to a different nationality you don't belong to a long time ago.
Associate with your skin colour, and there you go.
Yeah, totally.
Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our
Oh, can we skip it? We have
We
to.
can
listen
totally skip it, and I feel like we should.
Yeah.
So that's, you got that right. It's
gotta get
the
some
fucking.
unicorns.
I gotta get this guy.
Let's get some unicorns.
Well, as it transpires, when you get to the guy, he's eating all the unicorns because they were keeping him in like this fucking, you know, these conditions whereby he was hungry, and all he had was an open fire and a unicorn, and a hunting knife, and a large stick to impale them with, so that he could like spit roast them over the fire.
But we weren't interested in that
Meat
until...
thermometer, so we knew that they were safe to eat. It's almost like he was set up specifically to eat the unicorn.
From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Why give him the code name of Naked Snake if he's just going to call him Snake?
I know, I
Just
thought
give him the
that.
code name of Snake.
You've eaten one before, haven't you? In survival.
You got to do what you got to do to survive.
Thanks,
is the
Bear
point.
Grylls. So we've got Bear Grylls on the
Might not have a choice.
codec now.
It's maybe the obvious joke, but I definitely got an implied fellatio reference there. They were like, well, you've eaten one in training, haven't you?
I did not. I didn't even
You've
think
eaten
of
a snake in... Alright, you don't have to bring up
Only
fucking...
in training.
You don't have to bring up ancient history, Major. Jeez. That was a long
Now's
time
not
ago.
the best time.
I really wanted the job, and you had your dick out.
I hypothetically said whose dick you got to suck round it
Now
to rescue
suck
some
my
unicorns.
Snake is like their sex slave. They're like, if you suck 100 dicks, you'll get a unicorn. And it's like, wow, unicorn. I would unicorn system. That way I feel rewarded for sucking every dick in the compound.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
Derp.
Dipshit. Again.
It's alright, now you have to climb a tree. So we actually get to play the game now.
Cool.
Which is
I
nice.
think we're probably the second episode in, so...
yeah, we're on like 18 minutes. So,
oh, really?
So...
I was joking.
No, totally. So we'll call that, and then we'll be back in, I don't know, maybe 40 seconds, depending on when I stop talking and like if there's a fucking advert between videos on YouTube, whatever. I hate that shit. But yeah, join us again and we'll actually play this game.